Hi, I thought I would be doing this now before I forget, because I think this is a very important question. I'm very, very glad that you asked. So it was actually the fact that I realized that by being a tour guide at the same time than a historian, I actually had a lot more impact in the public than by writing academic papers that are read by like what? 1% of my peers, and if I get lucky, if you see what I mean. Interestingly enough, I actually started training as a tour guide way before I finished my studies as a historian. So on my first year of university, I started as a volunteer in Winchester Cathedral for the tower tour, because the majority of guides at Winchester Cathedral were quite elderly, and the tower was up some very, very steep steps. So naturally, they were looking for younger people that could or wanted to go up there and in the meantime learn the trade. And I was like, yeah, why not? And very, very quickly, I realized while studying history at the same time that every single time I did one of those tours, somebody had actively learned something and they had engaged with history and heritage in a way that I would never be able to do through a paper. So it really kind of gave me a new perspective into the importance of being both. Not that I'm suggesting if you're a tour guide and you're not a historian, you're not bringing the same value. That's not what I'm saying. But from my perspective as a historian and from someone who cares about public history, this was the best way of actually engaging people and essentially creating a long con to to educate people, which is ultimately what I've always wanted to do. Just be an educator about the thing that I love most.